about to enter a new dimension in television, a dimension of 3D sight, sound, and space.
Hey guys, it's Dream Emulator. I just wanted to make this quick video to talk about a place that I've been going for like quite a while, locally to me, that like is just such an amazing experience. It's like a used media store basically. Like they have records, and toys, and VHS and DVDs and like all that kind of stuff. And those places are so like few and far between now. I know like a lot of times like I'll travel for work and I'll try and like make a trip out to certain places that I know when I'm out, you know, traveling to like, there's a place, Video Village in Jopa, I think Maryland, that I like to go to, and you know, places like that where it's like we don't have a ton of those around here and they're kind of hard to find anyway. So the place I'm talking about is Tom's Electronics in Palmer, Massachusetts. You know, if you live in that area, you might be familiar with them. If you're not, it's a really small place, kind of in the middle of nowhere, tucked away. It is on a main road, but like it's not very populated, and I don't think a lot of cars even drive down that road. But if you know it, you know it. Man, this place is the bomb. So I did a little bit of filming when I was there. This is the first time I've actually talked about this. This is kind of like one of my secret sauces for like collecting, you know, like DVDs and VHS and records, because they always hit. And the guy who runs the place, Trevor, is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life. The guy is so cool. He always hooks me up a little bit, and he's just such a pleasure to like deal with. And another cool aspect about this place is on the other side, kind of you know, behind a curtain, is the owner, Tom, and he actually does repairs on VCRs and sells like vintage electronics, which is, you know, their namesake is, their full name is Tom's Vintage Electronics. I've bought VCRs from them. I've had VCRs repaired by them. They do such awesome stuff. It's like Tom as well is like such a nice, down-to-earth dude. Both of them, like everybody and his clients and everything, like everyone's super nice. It's such a chill environment. Anyway, enough of me like, you know, fawning over this place. I'll show you guys a little bit of the inside, and I'll show you what I picked up from here. I just wanted to you know, let everybody know that this place is out there, because although I've been going here for a long time, I've never really talked about it, and I don't think I've ever really done a haul specifically saying like, hey, I picked this stuff up at Tom's. But you know, they're the best, man. You know, like I said, these places aren't very common, and when you find one that's like super chill like this, you can't take that for granted. So I just wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to show you guys what I picked up, and I picked up some really cool stuff. This was one of my better hauls of all time from this place. I mean, it's always good, but this was a really good one, and I just wanted to show you guys what I picked up, show you guys a little bit of a walkthrough through the store. I didn't film in there a ton, but I did try and get most of it. I think next time I go, I'll film like a little bit more, trying to like actually get everything in there, although, you know, there's a lot to look at. If I actually wanted to focus on everything, I'd probably be there all day, but you know, I think you'll get the idea. Anyway, enjoy the haul, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Alright guys, so here's part of my haul from Tom's. I did pick up some other stuff, but I'm just going to run through this real quick. So, first thing I picked up was this VHS of Shocker. I thought that was cool. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Shocker guy. I love the first like 20 minutes, but then once it starts to get a little off the wall, I kind of lose track of what's happening. But you know, picked up Shocker. I think this was only like $5, so had to grab that. The next thing I picked up, and I'm actually gonna go like this so I don't spoil what else I'm picking up, was Jason Goes to Hell VHS. I had wanted this for a long time. I actually never owned it on VHS. So I'm trying to get all the Friday movies on VHS, and I had to grab Jason Goes to Hell. They had a bunch of horror VHS, so I didn't like grab everything I saw, but I did grab some really cool stuff. And speaking of cool stuff, I did get Basket Case on VHS. This is a Video Treasures basket case, so it's not like the high quality, you know, release of basket case, but it is basket case on VHS. The media one is obviously the one you want, but you know, I'm still happy with it. I'm still over the moon. It does have a name written on it, but I'm not too concerned about that. And the other VHS, the last VHS I picked up was Evil Dead 2 widescreen. This is an Anchor Bay VHS. You can see right down here. This is one of the Anchor Bay special edition VHSs. Really cool. I've always wanted to own this, and I think Zombie 2 was another one, and I think even Maniac. There's a couple that I really want, but I've always wanted this, and it wasn't that expensive. As a matter of fact, Trevor really hooked me up, so shout out to Trevor. Thank you so much, man. You're the best. But still, even though he hooked me up, it's still, you know, it wouldn't have been that expensive. So Evil Dead 2 Anchor Bay VHS. And I also grabbed a couple of laser discs, which I don't really collect a ton of them, but when I see cool ones, I gotta grab them. The first one I picked up was Netherworld. This is a Full Moon title. If you've never seen Netherworld, it's worth a watch, man. I feel like this is pretty slept on. It's not a, you know, I mean, it's not a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. I feel like nobody really talks about Netherworld, and that's a shame, because I enjoy Netherworld. So, you know, obviously I'm not going to watch it on Laserdisc because I don't have a player, but it is really cool. I'm probably going to just end up framing it or something. So yeah, Netherworld Laserdisc. And the other Laserdisc I picked up, I was really excited about this too, was Blood Moon. I didn't even know this came out on Laserdisc. This was re-released recently by Severin on, I think, just Blu-ray. But yeah, Blood Moon, that's another guilty pleasure of mine. Real cool. Not sure who put this out. This is a live home video. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, Blood Moon Laserdisc, man. Who would have thought, you know? It was, I didn't even, like, so maybe you'll see it in the video, but like all these Laserdiscs were facing in, like, spine-wise, so I had to flip through each one. And, you know, when I came across Blood Moon and Netherworld, I was like, holy crap, you know? That's cool. So yeah, Blood Moon, that's the other Laserdisc I picked up, and I think the only other things I grabbed were posters. Hey guys, just real quick, I did actually pick up a couple other things, some DVDs. I just totally spaced it because I already put them on my shelf, and so by the time I got to editing the video, I realized I left them out. So I did pick up a DVD of Burial Ground. This was put out by Shriek Show. I think this is like an early 2000s DVD. Now I have this on Blu-ray and on 4K, but you know, I have a soft spot for DVDs sometimes, and I'm curious what the menu looks like, and that's kind of like one of my biggest reasons for picking up DVDs once in a while. Also, it comes with this cool little, you know, how it used to come with these pamphlets, and on the back you can see there's coming, you know, either coming soon or like other things they have on sale, Beyond the Darkness, which they did have there. Zombie Holocaust, Delirium, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I wanted to pick up Burial Ground just because I also just love Burial Ground, right? So yeah, Burial Ground DVD. I picked up this, which I don't think has a Blu-ray. This is Stuart Gordon, Masters of Horror, Dreams in the Witch House. So I saw this and I thought I'd grab it. I've actually never seen this, and like I said, I don't think it has a Blu-ray. So I just wanted to grab this. This is an Anchor Bay also, so that's kind of cool. I have another Anchor Bay, I think, that I'll show you in a second. This is cool. It's got like this little like Stuart Gordon trading card thing. If it'll focus. Right? So I thought this was kind of neat. I guess this is 2 out of 13, so I don't know, maybe because of the Masters of Horror, for each one there's a different little card. So I thought that was kind of cool. It has a little, you know, again, like the chapter select and stuff on the back here. And then a little art thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. I'm a huge Stuart Gordon mark, so definitely looking forward to checking that out. And then I also picked up, yeah, this is the other Anchor Bay DVD that I picked up. They had actually a bunch of Anchor Bay. You probably saw in the video they had like the tins and stuff, which I might pick them up next time I go if they're still there. They had Maniac, Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, Heathers, and I'm spacing on the other one, but oh, Halloween 5, I think. Anyway, I picked up A Blade in the Dark. Again, this is one I have on 4K, but you know, I just love these like old Anchor Bay DVDs. And DVD for A Blade in the Dark. This one again comes with like just a little thing. This is actually a little bit of a booklet, some kind of write-up, chapter select, and then that. So yeah, so a couple Anchor Bays, those are kind of cool. And then this I picked up for $5 because I never had this DVD release. This is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003. Here's the back. This was put out by, I don't know, I think it was just New Line. But what's cool about this, and main reason why I wanted to buy it, was because this part comes off here, and then you have, you know, the movies in here. But what's cool about this is it flips up, right, and like that, and then the whole thing flips out into a chainsaw. So I just thought that was so cool. I had never seen this before. I'm sure it's super common, but I just thought this was really cool. Has a couple discs here. And what was also cool about this is, now I'm not a big fan of lobby cards. I think they're kind of a waste of space, in my opinion. You know, I mean, if you're going to charge me the same amount of money and take them out, then leave them in, you know. But if you're going to charge me less and take them out, then I say leave them out. I'm not the craziest fan. But these are cool because this is actually like crime scene photos, right? And then on the back it has like an evidence tag kind of thing. I think they all do have like a little bit of like tells you what the photo's about, right? Maybe. So there's that. There's the hammer here. Shoe. Couple more, I think. Yeah, some severed fingers. So you get the idea. Actually, I think this is the last one. But yeah, I just thought this was really cool. And then also it has this little like steel plate, or I don't know if it's steel, but it's metal. This little metal plate. It says Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, so I just thought this was a really cool release that I never had before. You know, even though I think I just have this on Blu-ray, I don't think it's ever got a better release, which it should. It deserves one. Maybe 2028 for the 25-year anniversary, but yeah, so I thought this was cool. So yeah, I just wanted to show off those DVDs I picked up. I don't usually go crazy over DVDs, but once in a while, if I find something neat, then I will. So yeah, anyway, back to the show. me just grab this one real quick. Unfortunately, I'm filming with one hand and this is rolled up, so you're not really going to be able to see it that well, but this is an Exorcist 3 poster, and this is actually a like a not a marquee, but like a light box poster. So you can see here it's double-sided, you know, well, reverse printed on the back, and that's so if you go into like a movie theater and you see, like, you know, the light up posters with the light coming through them, that's what these are. So it's double-sided, so the light shines through and illuminates it. You can kind of maybe well, no, you're not gonna be able to see that, but if you hold it up to the light, it really pops. So I'm thinking about building a light box for this, and, you know, maybe if I come across some others, I can switch them out. They're not too hard to make, but they are expensive to buy. So thinking about building a light box for that. We'll see what happens. And then last but certainly not least, I got 2 one-sheets, From Beyond and Trick or Treat. Now the From Beyond, this was actually for when, sorry about the glare there, guys. I probably should have put this somewhere else. Actually, let me move this real quick. Yeah, so the From Beyond actually was from when the movie came out on beta and VHS. All the way down here, you can see beta, hi-fi stereo VHS, Vestron video logo. So this was probably in a VHS shop or like a rental place or who knows what, just to advertise the release of From Beyond on VHS. So, you know, Trevor hooked me up with this too. It's a super cool piece, and the cool thing about this, just like my some of my other posters, this is 27 by 40, so it fits in these frames perfectly fine. Don't have to worry about, like, you know, spending 5 times as much on the frame to fit it, like some of the one sheets that are 27 by 41, which, speaking of, I picked up Trick or Treat one sheet, original one sheet. This was for when the movie got released back in, I think, '86. And unfortunately, this is a 27 by 41, so I did have to do a little bit of a nip tuck, more of a tuck than a nip, but, you know, I just didn't want to spend, you know, $80 on a frame. So, but really thrilled that I was able to pick up this Trick or Treat one sheet. It looks so good, man. Both of them look so good. So I gotta find a place to hang this. These, I'm probably gonna hang them over there somewhere. But yeah, so that's my haul, guys. You know, I think I did pretty good. One of my better ones for sure. Just the amount of, you know, unusual stuff I was able to find. Every time I go in there, man, it's like, it's just the best. So that's my haul, guys. Thank you for enjoying. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Say bye.
A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to support this channel, you can find those links in the description. Bye bye.